Batman Arkham City is one of the best games of the Batman Arkham series of games. And this was a game that I used to play a lot. I like to I love the cutscenes, I love the opening, I love the ending and the boss fights. It was pretty good. This was the first Batman Arkham game that I played when I had the PlayStation 3. Now, the first time that I played this game was a demo of it on the PlayStation 3. Now, when you click on the demo, the game will load up like usual. But until then, there is no save files. There is no other stuff. Since it's a demo, it's not the full game, but yeah. Now, so when the demo fully loads up, you can play it now. But the demo only has like a limited amount of time because I think the demo has like 30 minutes of time left to play it. So if you try to explore anything else, there will be a wall saying like restricted or something like that, or there's no escape. Yeah. I remember that though. Is that if you try to explore outside of the demo's boundaries, there is going to be a wall saying there is no escape. So in other words, you can't go over there. And there's only 3 things that you have to do to beat the game, I believe. Now, when you go inside the courtroom or whatnot, you have to take all the thugs out. You have to set up a crime scene and rescue Catwoman or whatnot. But yeah. Now, when you're done with the courtroom, next thing that you have to do is go to the church. Now, the church is where you have to take out all those enemies without getting shot or without getting the hostages killed or whatnot. So, and then when you go upside, okay, so when Harley leaves and when you take out all the enemies and rescue the hostages, you will now be upstairs. Well, you can't really walk upstairs. You will have to grapple up there and climb up there since, yeah, Harley Quinn blew up the staircase. And one of my favorite, parts of the demo is that when you go at the top of the church, you can because Joker will be counting down like a timer. So if you don't now if you don't jump out the church windows in that amount of time, yes, the church will explode and you will die. So one of the favorite things about that part is where you jump out and then Batman glides around and then you see the top of the church blows up though. It's wow, amazing. And he had all of those remote controlled guns in there because he tried to get Catwoman killed, I believe, and Batman was able to step in and prevent that from happening. So inside the courtroom where Two-Face is now tied up and hanging upside down in the acid pit, we can you gotta set up a crime scene to see where the bullet entered the courtroom and where it impacted. And yeah, when you scan those, and then that would be great. You would be good to go. Cause I will talk more about the actual game instead of just the demo itself. But yeah. So when you complete the courtroom or whatnot and the church, as soon as you beat the church, the demo ends. So I've always thought that was kind of silly, if they were going to give us a demo of the game, why not give us the full game instead of just giving us a partial of the game, because I want to play the full game, not get a tiny piece of it, because they didn't do it just for Batman Arkham City, the demos, because I think they did it for Infamous 2, I believe, and maybe other games. Oh yeah, they also did a demo for Sleeping Dogs too. So yeah, I will talk more about those in in more videos. Yeah, for a different video. But for now, I'm just sticking to Batman Arkham City for now. And yeah, more about the demo for Batman Arkham City. Now, since that you are on a time limit, if the time limit runs out, the demo would end if you beat the certain part of the game, which is completing the church area, then yes, the demo would end. So, like I said, you can still use, certain gadgets, but you're not going to have all of the gadgets since, yeah, it's not the full game. And you're not going to have like the full storyline or the full missions or all the other stuff because, yeah, it's just a tiny part of the game. So I will say that yeah, Batman Arkham City is one of my favorite games from the Batman Arkham series of games. And I just love how they did the background too. Like when you see Gotham City in the background, you will notice cars traveling there. You will notice the tall buildings. It's pretty good. But keep in mind is that those cars that you see though, like they are at low resolution. In other words, they're just like extremely low 3D like objects or whatnot. So they're not going to have a whole lot of detailing and stuff like that. I mean, well, not just for the cars, for the buildings too. There doesn't have to be a lot of super detailing because it is just for decorations and it's not actually part of the map, nor is it part of the storyline itself. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a lot of detail in there. I mean, you can call it lazy, but I figured, well, I mean, yeah, you're most likely not going to see stuff like that, and you're not going to be in Gotham City while playing Arkham City. So yeah, like you're really not going to see a whole lot of stuff there, anyways. And so, if you try to escape Arkham City by gliding over the walls, those guns behind the walls will automatically shoot at you, forcing Batman to make that jump and then go back. Cause I always thought like what kind of guns they were. I always thought they were kind of like sentry guns or those massive turret guns or whatnot. It's where like as soon as they detect Batman or somebody trying to escape the city, they will automatically shoot. So if I if I like remember correctly, I believe there is a way to escape Batman. I believe there is a way to escape the city and actually go out to Gotham City. Is that there's like a certain trick that you have to use like there's different like ways to do it. Like if you're playing on a console, then you're gonna have to like use a certain gadget called the freeze grenades. And if you're playing on PC, there's like a mod that you can like turn the gravity off. Now, when you turn the gravity off, Batman will automatically float in the air, giving you more altitude and more so you don't lose as much. Now, if you do want to explore the Gotham part of the game, now, if you're playing console, you will only well now this will only work on the full game of the yeah, this will only work on the full game and not the demo since yeah, you can do it on the demo only if you have the PC version, I believe. But yeah, I'm going to start with the console version and then the PC. So, as soon as you acquire the freeze grenades, now, so what you want to do is that you want to go on the billboard or you want to go on a platform that is sticking out, though. In other words, you have to go on a platform or like a object that forces you in a crouching position and not a stand-up position because if you're standing up, it's not going to work. You have to be in a crouching position for this to work. So now it can be any billboard, it can be any object that forces you on a crouching position. So what you want to do is that you want to get on the billboard or anything that gets you on a crouching position. So you want to select the freeze grenades and you want to continuously throw them. So what you want to how it happens is that when you constantly throw the freeze grenades, this will cause Batman to start floating, and like you want to keep doing this until you're high enough, so the guns behind the city walls don't force you away and back into the city. And so you want to be high enough. Like you don't want to be too low, but you want to, and not too high, but you want to be high enough. So you want to just keep on spamming the freeze grenades until you gain enough altitude. So once you're high enough off the ground, though, you can now start gliding, and that's how you can do it from there. Now, keep in mind is that when you're inside the of the Gotham City area, you don't want to go down too low because you will lose altitude over time. So you want to keep dive bombing to maintain that altitude. So with those buildings, you can't grapple on nothing, you can't climb on nothing, you can't land on the floor, because if you try to land on the floor, you would just pass through it, and you can't grapple on like anything, and you can't land on nothing because yeah, you would just pass through objects. You can't stand on it, you can't land on it, you can't grapple on nothing. All you can do is glide. So yeah, if you glide too low, then yeah, you will actually see the underside of the map too, which is crazy. You'll just be in a dark void basically. And that's why you want to maintain that altitude as you go though, because over time you will lose it. So yeah, though, like you don't want to be too high and maybe not too low, but at least like maintain it though. Like that's why you want to keep dive bombing to do so. Alrighty, so now here's the PC thing. So now for the now if you're playing it on the PC, now I believe there's like a certain mod that you have to do in order for this to work. It's like you type in like some sort of like hacking code or something, or maybe like a mod that you got to install. That way it will turn off the gravity for you to escape Arkham City and explore the Gotham City part. So how it works is that pretty much the same way, but it won't work if you're on the ground walking. So for the trick to work, or not trick, but like for the mod or or something like that. Yeah, for the mod to work, you have to jump off of like a high building, but it don't have to be high ground necessarily. It just needs to be high enough so you don't land on the ground. Now, once you jump off of it, or else if you're gliding, let's say if you're just, you're on a billboard or something like that, or maybe not on a billboard, but like a building. But if you just jump off the building, you will start to float since you have no gravity now. Because of that, you will gain altitude a lot quicker than just throwing the freeze grenades all the time. So when you're high enough, you can explore from there, and this will make exploring the Gotham part like easier now. So if your altitude is running low, if you're getting close to the ground, all you can do is stop gliding, and Batman will just float automatically up there to a raise higher, so that way you don't lose too much altitude. Because yeah, if you don't have the mall installed or whatnot, it's not going to work. So, and you definitely cannot do this on console. Like most of the stuff is usually PC stuff. So yeah. So this will, yeah, make it exploration easier. So you can explore stuff, but if you're running out of altitude, you can just stop gliding and you can just go up as high as you want, and then you can just start gliding and be like, yeah, a lot easier now since, yeah, you can't use no gadgets or no grappling hook to grapple up nothing or like anything like that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool, mod or trick or whatnot. So yeah. That's why like for like playing games on the PC, it can be like a lot more, well, not easier, but I would say that like the PC has more stuff that you can like do on it, which installing mods or whatnot. But for the console, not so much, since it's pretty much limited or whatnot. So I might make a part two for this game though, because I might talk about like the certain gadgets or whatnot though. Like it really depends though. make a separate video talking about the storyline or whatnot. But well, not the whole storyline, of course. Then like yeah, it would be too long. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here.